More learners? How's the night? So, today we are going to talk about proportion. We're going to talk about proportion. We're going to talk about proportion. Now, what is proportion? Proportion simply means an equality of two ratios or fractions. Like when you have 3:5. 3:5 is equal to 6:10, which means that when you are able to reduce 6:10, you should be able to get what? 3:5. That shows what? A proportion. That shows that is what? A proportion. Is that clear? Huh? Proportion is of different type, and we have this two types of proportion. One of it is what we call the direct proportion. This is where one quantity increases in relation to another. What does that mean? It means that when one quantity increases, the other what? Increases. Do you understand? Huh? When one quantity increases, the other also what? Increase. That is, when you buy one biscuit for 200 naira, therefore, if you increase the number of biscuits, the amount will also what? Increase. Isn't it?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
So that is what? A direct proportion. You get it?
Yes.
Now let us look at inverse proportion. Inverse proportion, this is where one quantity decreases in relation to another. What does this mean? It means that as one quantity increases, the other what? Reduces. And as one quantity decreases, the other increases. You understand? Huh? Is that clear? Now an example is those that are working in the field. Those that are working in the field. If we have only one person to clear the field, if we have one person to clear the field, it will take a long time for that person to what? Do the job, isn't it? It will take what? A long time. But if we now have more hands to do that job at the same rate as that one person, it will take them what? Less days to do that work. You get it? It will take them what? Less days to do the work. Now, we have method that is very easy for us to use in tackling problems relating to proportion, and that is the unitary method. What is the unitary method? The unitary method is using the value of one unit to solve problems in proportion. For example, if I say that 5 biscuits cost 500 naira, for instance. Now, what I will do for me to solve a problem that they say you should find the amount for 7 biscuits, what I will do is that I will first of all know the price of one biscuit, isn't it? I will know the price of one biscuit, and one biscuit should cost how much? 100 naira, isn't it? So if I know the price of one biscuit that costs 100 naira, that means 7 will cost how much? 700 naira. Is that clear? That is the unitary method. Alright, I'm going to solve some examples using the unitary method. Unitary method. Number 1. A worker gets 9,000 naira for 10 hours of work. Find the amount for 3 hours. B. 24 hours. C. X hours. Now, how will you solve this problem? You will use the what? Unitary method. That is, we are going to get the what? The amount for what? Just an hour. That is, for 1 hour, how much is the worker going to what? Get. And how much will he get? 9,000 is the amount that is being given for 10 hours, isn't it? So you divide the 9,000 by 10, which is the number of hours he worked that he paid him 9,000. Then it will now give you what? The price for what? 1 hour. Just like what I explained earlier concerning using biscuits. Is that clear? So, to solve the first question, that is A, what we are going to do is, they say that we should find the price that it will get for 3 hours. The price that it will get for 3 hours. The worker gets 3 times 900. 3 times 900. And you know previously that 900 was his pay for 1 hour, isn't it?
Yes.
So for 3 hours, it's just for you to what? Times it by 3. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So when you times it by 3, it gives you 2,700 naira. That is the amount you will receive for 3 hours. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now B, they say that you should solve for 24 hours. How much will you get for 24 hours? It is very easy to solve this because you already know for 1 hour, isn't it? You already have the idea of the price of 1 hour. So if you know the price of 1 hour, that means you multiply the price of 1 hour, which is 900, times 24, and that will give how much? 21,600. Then C, for X hours. For X hours, they are telling you that how many hours, how much will you get for a particular hour. This X here represents any number of hours. Do you understand? The X there could be 1, could be 2, could be 3, could be 4, could be 5, could be 6, could be 7 hours, and so on and so forth. So for X hours, it's going to get X times what? 900 naira. And what is the answer? The answer is what? 900 naira what? X. So we will look at this now. What example or what type of proportion is this example that we just displayed now on the board? What type of proportion is this? Yes?
A direct proportion.
Correct. Clap for him. A direct proportion. And what did you observe in this direct proportion? You observe that the amount you receive for 1 hour continue to what? Increase as the number of hours. Isn't it?
Yes.
Increase with what? The number of hours. So that shows that it's what? A direct proportion. Example 2. 7 workers dig a piece of ground in 10 days. How long would 5 workers take? Now, we already know that 7 workers take what? 10 days to do the work. For you to know 1 worker, how many days will 1 worker do that work? The best thing to do is to what? Multiply. Are you seeing it? Multiply the number of workers and the number of days that they work. That is 10 times 7. 10 times 7 is what? 70 days. So it will take a long time, isn't it? It takes a long time for 1 person to do it. So it will take 70 days for 1 worker to do that work. So therefore, 5 workers, it will not be easy for us to know the one for 5 workers. And how we get it? By what? Dividing, isn't it? So 70 divided by 5 will give how many days? 14 days. So it will take 14 days for 5 workers to what? To do the work. Do you understand? Now, this is an example of which type of proportion now? Yes? What type of proportion is this? It's an example of inverse proportion. Clap for her. Example of inverse proportion. And what is the observation here? What is the observation here? As the number of workers is reduced, what happens? Because here we have 7 workers that did the work for what? 7 workers did the work for what? 10 days. So as they reduce the workers, what happens? The days what? Increase. The days do what? Increase. From 10 days to what? 14 days. So the days increase as they reduce the number of workers. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now look at the last example. 5 people took 8 days to plant 1,200 trees. How long will it take 10 people to plant the same number of trees? What will you do here? You will still do the same thing. 5 people took 8 days to what? To plant, isn't it? So 1 person will take how many days? 8 times what? 5 days. And that's how many days for 1 person? 40 days. It will take what? 40 what? Days for 1 person to do the work. Then now, how do we now get the one for 10 people. For 10 people, it will be very easy to get it. And how will you get it? You say what? 40 divided by what? 10. And 40 divided by 10 is what? 4 days. Now, what does this example show? It shows that as the number of workers or the number of people increases, the number of days that they have to do that work also what? Reduce. The number of workers increases. What about to the days? The days what? Reduces, isn't it? Or decreases, is the same thing. So this is all about proportion, and these are the examples, key examples that explains the topic proportion. Thank you.